Hi all of you, greetings of the day and welcome to Dental Amaze Academy. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss about smart learning for NEET, CET, MDS. Now you might have heard this term called smart learning or the term called smart working. And on the other side there is hard working, which usually leads to failure. So this is the key strategy, smart learning, and which completely differs from what you do for your theory examinations, BDS theory examinations, which is called hard working. So let's discuss a few things on this. That is, one is Pareto's principle, the other is Parkinson's law, and some other key factors to know. So these are the two very, very important things I'm going to discuss today, Pareto's principle and Parkinson's law, which is going to help you build a smart strategy for learning for your NEET MDS or INICET MDS. Okay, so what is Pareto's principle? It's called a 20-80 rule. Now this person, Pareto, was not an educationist. He was actually an economist who said that 80% of your success in life comes from 20% of what you do. Now if you apply this into your learning principles, you'll see that this is very, very, very true. You just analyze any question paper, any exam paper, you'll see that 80% of questions in any exam come from 20% of your syllabus. If I just take this image out there, if you just consider this is your entire syllabus, this entire circle, you'll see that 20% is called the core area where 80% of your questions come from. So if this is called first principle of smart learning, will you be able to master this 20%? That's the key. So on the other side, you have got 20% of your questions come from 80% of your syllabus. So remaining 20% of questions come from here. So what you have to do? So this 20% you have to master it. Okay, this 20% has to be mastered and the remaining 80% has to go for selective learning. This is the first and foremost principle of smart learning. So this has to be mastered. This has to be done for selective learning. So that's the first part of smart working, which is called the Pareto's principle. Let's go to the next one, which is called the Parkinson's law. It is a little complicated, but I'll explain to you with an example. Now, you might not understand this very clearly, but just know work expands to fill the allotted time we set aside for its completion. Now, just an example. Okay, then I'll explain the definition. That is, if you set 4 weeks for a task, okay, if you've set 4 weeks to complete a task, then you're going to take 4 weeks for that. Now, for the same task, if you're setting 4 hours instead of weeks, it will going to take 4 hours. Okay, means to say the work expands. Okay, the work is expanding to 4 weeks. Okay, that is, work expands to fill the allotted time. Whatever is the time, the work expands to fill that time we set aside for its completion. Okay, so this example clearly explains to you. Now, if you take your learning example in your life, if you have got your exam next Sunday, imagine you have got next exam after 1 week, after 7 days, for example. Okay, what is going to happen? You're going to start very slow, go very slow. Instead, if you have exam tomorrow, you're going to be very enthusiastic. You'll put lots of efforts, your efficiency will increase. Okay, so that's what we do in our academy compared to any other academy which conducts only Saturday, Sunday classes. What happens? You're waiting for that Saturday, Sunday to happen, and so you'll be very slow. Instead, what we give you in our academy, especially the online course, is that every day you have given a task to do. Okay, and you have to complete it on time. So in that way, you're very efficiently covering it up. Now, if you are delayed, it's okay. If you can't do it on that day, you can do it at a later stage because the contents are there, but we always advise you to do it on time. And also, as the task increases, you will have that enthusiasm to cover it up. And the best part is that we cover the entire syllabus 3 times. So even if in the first round you're missing out something, you can do it in the second round to get better, in the third round even better. So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. The third thing, some other key factors to note. Please understand that time is same for all. You're starting now, the topper is also starting now. Okay, so the key is you have to prioritize the key areas first. That is where many students make the mistake. They learn everything at one go. No, you have to prioritize the key areas first and do that well and good. And allow time for revision at the early stage. Don't say that, okay, today I'm going to read the entire textbook, I'm not going to revise anything. No, you have to study, you have to revise. You have to study, you have to revise. Okay, so then another thing is, don't overdo. I've said already in one of my lectures, the biggest reason for failure in NEET or INICET MDS examination is overdoing. Why it leads to failure, I'll tell you at a later stage. Now, more importantly, yeah, please understand, it's a smart working that's the key, and hard working leads to failure. Now, that's another topic to discuss. Why hard working leads to failure, I'll come with a smaller lecture than this. next time, and also try to learn to enjoy your preparation. So this I'll discuss at a later stage. Okay, why hard working leads to failure, and how you can enjoy your preparation, and how to build a habit of enjoying your preparation. Okay, all of you, thank you so much.